Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I decided to do a spring makeup tutorial. It's a horrible, gloomy and rainy day here in Spain, so yeah, I thought this would cheer you up. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, please keep watching. And I'm also reviewing the Makeup Revolution Pink Clay, so stay tuned for that to see how it worked out for me. So let's get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna start off by trying out this new face mask from Revolution. It's this one right here. It's a pink clay mask and it's supposed to detoxify, and yeah, that's all it just says, detoxifying mask. It says here you're supposed to use it for 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm gonna put the mask on, and meanwhile I'm gonna do my eye makeup. So I decided to do a spring look because, well, it's like a super gloomy day today and it's raining, and I'm just like excited for spring. I want this whole like virus thing to go away. I'm in Spain, so you know, we're all at home and we're all like on lockdown, so we're not allowed to leave our houses. And yeah, it's just been like a few gloomy and sad days, and that's why I decided to do like a more spring look and use like some colorful lipsticks and bring some joy into life, because I thought, you know, enough gloom for these days. And yeah, hence why I'm gonna try this new face mask on, and I'm gonna put on some colorful makeup, and yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so first off, it comes with like a cap on, and it smells really good. I would say it smells a bit like roses. So I'm gonna take I have this brush from Primark. It was like €1, and I always use it for my mask, for my face mask, because it was super cheap. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit here and apply it. It feels very cooling, and as I said, it smells really good. It arrived this morning actually. I got this in a package from Beauty Bay, and I thought, you know, let's try it on. And I also received some new beauty blenders and some other products. So I'm gonna show you later on the beauty blender I ordered. It's so pretty. So yeah. So I'm just applying this all over my skin. I don't know how much you're supposed to apply. I'm just winging it. So where are you guys from? Leave a comment down below, like which country are you from? Do you have this the same problem as us? Is this virus thing going on in your country as well? I know it's starting in a lot of countries, so yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know. Or are you guys on lockdown as well? We're working from home now, so we had to take like all our computers and everything. We had to take it all home, because I also have, besides making makeup and besides creating videos, I have a job, and yeah, they all send us home, so we've been working from home these days. So yeah, let me know, did you guys have to go home too, or what's the situation in your country? I didn't apply it on my pimple right here because it's red, and I popped it this morning. I know you're not supposed to, but I couldn't help it. Also, I did not mention that this has 50 ml, so it's quite standard for a face mask or a cream or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids, and I'm gonna use the same technique as always. You're probably bored of my technique already, but it does really work well. So I'm gonna put some of my Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer, and I'm in the shade light beige, so I'm just gonna use this on my lids. And I'm gonna take my brush from Better. This is the 43 blender brush right here, and I'm just gonna blend it out. Okay, so I'm gonna start by using my Jaclyn Hill palette, volume 2 from Morphe. I'm gonna start with the Morphe E28 brush right here, and I'm gonna use the shade Love Handles in my crease. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna start by using this color because I was thinking of doing more like a coral look. You know, when you think of spring, you think of like coral and orange and colors like this. And yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna do something orangish. This mask, as you can see, it's like starting to dry everywhere, except this part. I think here I used quite a bit, but it feels very comfortable. It's not uncomfortable at all. And yeah, so far so good. So we're just gonna keep going. Okay, next up I'm gonna take the shade Positivity, which is this one right here. I don't know if you can see very well, this one right here. And I'm just gonna add it to the crease, just to make it a bit more vibrant and corally. How many times can I use the name coral today? Wow, this is really pretty. It's so pigmented. And I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. Oh, so funny story. Yesterday, my cat Simba, we called him to come inside because they always come inside around like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And because they're always like outside playing with the other like neighbors' cats and everything. And my mom called him and he didn't want to come inside. Like they always, because I have 2 cats. So I have Simba, which he's 2 years old, and I have Cleo, she's like 1.5. And he's the white cat that appeared in my other video. And when we call them, they always come running and they always listen to us. But for some reason yesterday, he didn't want to come inside, and we got sick, like really scared, because it's been like an hour and he was not coming back inside. So we thought, you know, like something happened to him, and it's not like I can go looking for him because there's like, it's like a huge garden and there's like other neighbors' fences, and it's not like I can jump the fence and go looking for him, you know. And yeah, I went on my balcony with a lantern, and I started calling him, and I called him I think for like 20 minutes straight, and then I saw something, and I kept on calling. I wasn't sure if it was him or if it was the neighbor's cat, because he also has a white cat, and he was like quite far away, so I couldn't see very well if it was him, but I thought it was him, and I was like yelling and yelling. And like he wouldn't even move, and I thought, okay, this cannot be Simba, because every time we call him, he comes running, you know. And yeah, he was just like walking and being super calm, and I thought, what's going on, you know. And after like 20 minutes or so, he decided to jump the neighbor's fence and jump into our garden. And when I looked, like when he came closer, I saw it was him, and then he came like running and meowing. And I was like, what's going on, you know? And he's never done that before. So we were a bit not angry with him, but today we said, okay, you're not going outside because you did not listen to us and you didn't want to come inside. And yeah, since I stayed on the balcony for like 20 or 25 minutes, I got a really bad sore throat because it was really cold. And yeah, that's the story of my life. So, you know, if you have cats, I'm sure you can relate. So yeah, little funny story of what happened to me these days. Oh, the mask is almost done. I just have this bit that doesn't want to like dry, but it's fine. It's only been like a few minutes. And I'm gonna use the red shade. Well, it's not really red. It's more of like a orange. I'm not sure. This one right here. And I don't want to add too much because I don't want to take from I don't want to take away from that beautiful color coral. So I'm just gonna add a bit in the outer corner. And the good thing about doing your eye makeup first is if you have any fallout, you can just clean it up. So I always use this technique. Like I usually do my eye look first, and then I do my base and my highlighter and all of that usually. So I'm just placing the color down, as you can see, and I'm not blending it out yet. I'm just patting it with my brush. And then I'm gonna take that same brush from Morphe, the E28 brush, and I'm just gonna blend it very, very softly. And I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. Okay, so next up I'm thinking I'm gonna use the shade from the Tati Beauty palette from the row that says Story. And I'm just gonna take my finger and pat it on just in like just in the middle. Wow, this shade is really, really pretty. It's so glittery. But I think I need like a bit more oomph. So I'm gonna use this glitter right here. Also from the same row. And I'm also gonna use my finger. Yeah, this just takes it to the next level. As you can see, I have a tiny bit of fallout, but since we're gonna wash everything off, that's not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna take that shade Heart On again, the red one, and I'm just gonna add a bit more in the outer corner because I want it to be super potent and I want it to stand out. So I'm just reapplying it. And then I'm just gonna softly blend it out. I'm gonna take my mask off and then we're gonna continue on the lower lash line. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but as you can see, I am super red. However, this does happen to me sometimes. It happens to me with the Origins clay mask, the black one. But since I only use it like here, it only happens obviously in this area. And I've never had a clay mask like this. I've never used it like all over my face. And yeah, I think this is what happens to me with clay masks in general. So, I mean, it's starting to go away, but yeah, if you have sensitive skin, I don't suggest using it. However, my skin does feel really smooth, and it did clean out like my blackheads and all of that. And yeah, I mean, it feels very good. The only thing is that, yeah, I'm really red, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna go away because it's, as I said, it's not the first time this happens to me. So yeah, I'm gonna put some primer and yeah, we're just gonna keep on going. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Too Faced primer, the Hangover primer, this one right here, as always. I think I need some moisture on my skin, so this primer is perfect. And it's super hydrating and cooling, so it's perfect. As I said before, I received a package from Beauty Bay. Besides the clay mask, I also ordered some sponges from Juno & Co. And I've never tried the yellow one. They have I've tried it in blue, but yeah, they have like other colors. So I wanted to, obviously it's the same beauty blender, but I just wanted in a different color. So I got the yellow one, this one right here, and I also got a purple one. So I'm gonna open it with you guys on camera, if I can. Okay. This is like the most satisfying thing in the world when you open a new package. This is the new one, and it's, I thought it's the same, but it's not. And so as you can see here, it doesn't have this, like this, sort of like angled side, and yeah, it's a bit bigger as you can see. Well, actually a lot bigger. Whoop. So yeah, it's a bit bigger as you can see, and also I think it's a bit softer and like more squishy. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'm gonna start off by using my foundation from Benefit, the Hello Happy foundation, this one right here, and I'm in the shade 3. So I'm just gonna add a bit. Wow, it is raining so bad outside right now. It's horrible. I don't like this weather at all. And it's gonna be raining for the next like 3 or 4 days. So yeah, that's not making me very happy right now. But we'll just push through. So I'm gonna blend it out. The sponge feels really nice, and I'm loving it so far. It's very comfortable to use, and the fact that it's a bit bigger covers a wider surface. So it's good. So I'm gonna add some of my Too Faced concealer, and I'm gonna use my brush from AlexBeauty, the vegan petal brush. This is the like the white set she has, and you can only, I think you can only get this one in her set, so you cannot buy it separately. And I'm just gonna add a bit right here. And I always start blending my concealer on my under eyes with a brush, just because it gives a bit more coverage. But obviously you can use whatever you want. You guys, I think today is just not my day. I came back because I brought my my powder and my blush and bronzer because I left them all downstairs. And I walk inside, and basically I was like this, yeah, with all of them in my hands. And somehow this one from Catrice slipped and fell on the floor, but it's intact, nothing happened, thank God. Like the hourglass one did not fall down or break, or the hula one, because I would have died, because this one's like really affordable. But the only thing is, when like I opened it and I went like that, like the thing came out of the pan. But yeah, the only thing that chipped off is like the little corner right here. So that's fine. But yeah, today I don't know what's happening. It's not going very well. My face is all red, my blush fell down, it's raining, and it's just getting like worse and worse. It's raining more and more, and yeah, but we're just gonna, you know what, think of this spring makeup and push through and be happy and just, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eyes with my RCMA powder as always. I like it. The only thing is that the other one, this one right here, it was like it would fit perfectly for my eye shape, you know? It would just get in like the inner corner. And it's also really, really good for like baking, because this one has like this shape. But that's fine, you know, they're both different, so yeah. I'm gonna take my brush from Real Techniques, this one right here. I'm not sure which one, oh, the 201 brush. And I'm gonna lightly set my like my cheek area and my chin. But I don't want to set it too much because I used a luminous foundation, and I want that luminosity to still be there. So that's why I'm using a brush. Usually I set my foundation with the Beauty Blender, but today, since I want something very light and fresh and I want a lot of glow, I'm gonna use the brush. I'm gonna take my Revolution bronzer, this one right here. This one is called Holiday Romance, and I'm gonna use my brush from Better and just put this basically everywhere, because I want to glow today. I want like spring makeup, I want dewiness, I want everything beautiful to come back to us. I want to be able to leave my house again. So I'm attracting luminosity and positivity, and yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. And then I'm gonna take my Hourglass one. This one is in the shade Bronze Radiant Light. I love this bronzer, I always use it, but I'm gonna use just a tiny bit because I'm not very tanned and it's a bit dark for me. I'm gonna contour with my Hoola, the regular one. You guys, I almost dropped it. What's going on today? So I dropped my blush, I almost dropped my Hoola bronzer, but it fell in my lap, so that's fine. Oh, and I also broke the mirror the other day, so I think the bad luck is just coming towards me. So just gonna try and stay positive. Okay, I'm also gonna take a small brush. I'm gonna take my brush from Better. And I'm gonna set my eyebrows because otherwise when I put the brow pomade, they're just like super slippery. So always set your brows. This is a tip that I learned from Huda Beauty actually, and she always says to set your brows. So I'm gonna set my brows. So I'm just gonna do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, guys. I did my brows and my liner and my upper. I put some mascara on my lashes, just the top lashes, not the bottom lashes, just to be a bit quicker, and also because my phone battery is dying. So yeah, let's get moving. I'm gonna add, I did not highlight. I always highlight at the end. I don't know if you remember from my last videos, but I never highlight before because you always like I always touch my face or do something and I can just remove it very easily. So then I just add it last. So I'm gonna take my Ubu brush again, this one right here, and I'm gonna start with the shade Positivity, the one that we used, the first one that we used before. I'm just gonna add it on my lower lash line right here. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. And I'm actually gonna bring it down quite a bit because I don't want my, like these little lines that I have here, I don't want them to be like super visible. So that's why I always add my eyeshadow a little bit lower. So see, just till here. And like this, you don't see them as much. I'm gonna take that shade Hard on the deeper red one, and I'm gonna use it on my B75 brush from Morphe, this one right here. I'm just gonna use it right here, just on the outer corner. See, like there's a bit of fallout right here. That's why I don't add any highlighter till the end, because I'm just gonna take a brush and swipe it all away. And if I take a brush and like I take away the fallout, it's also gonna remove the highlighter, so there's no point. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. And next up, I'm gonna take my brush from Zoeva, my 221 brush, this one right here. And I'm just gonna go over that orange just to make sure it's super blended without touching the glitter. And I'm also gonna go underneath my lash line. Okay, I think we're looking quite springish, or I don't know if this is really a spring look anymore, but it's fine. So I'm actually gonna deepen it up a bit, and I'm gonna take that brush again, this one right here. I'm gonna take this brush again and add a tiny bit of black on my lower lash line, just in the outer corner, just so we can connect it with the eyeliner. Just like that. And same on the other eye. Okay, so now it is time for a highlighter. I'm gonna use my highlighter from GLOWY. This one is in the shade Skinny Dip, and I don't wanna like move it too much because it fell apart. So I kind of put it back, but yeah, I don't wanna like wiggle it too much. So I'm gonna use my brush from Morphe, the gold one, and I'm gonna highlight to the moon and back, because we need it today. So I'm just highlighting on the high points of my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my chin, basically everywhere. As I said, this is like a super springish, glowy, happy look. So we need to glow. And then I'm gonna take my M431 brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna take that same highlighter and just add it in the inner corner. And I'm just gonna highlight a bit here, right here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this BH Cosmetics lip liner. This one is in the shade Playful. I'm not sure that they still have these, but I got these like a really long time ago and I have them in every single color and they last a really long time. So I'm just gonna line my lips. Oh, I also forgot to apply my blush. So I'm gonna take my brush from Better and some of this Catrice brush, the one that I almost broke. This one is the water and sweat proof blush in the shade Glistening Pink, shade 20. I'm just gonna careful add some of it. Just gonna be really careful and add a bit. Okay, now I'm gonna take my liquid liner from Kat Von D. Sorry, my liquid lipstick from Kat Von D. This one is in the shade Beloved. And it pairs up beautifully with that lip liner. And then I'm gonna mix it with this one. This one is Melancholia, also from Kat Von D. And I'm just gonna add this just right in the center. To create an ombre effect. And then pat it. And because nothing says spring more than a lip gloss, I'm gonna take my lip gloss from Catrice, this one right here. This one is in the shade Princess Peach. This is so beautiful. And yeah, this is the completed look. I think we've achieved spring. I'm not sure if the redness went away from the face mask, but I'll let you know in the description if it went away and if my skin is fine. I think it's fine because as I said before, it's not the first time it happens. And let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and if you're excited for spring as well. Give me a thumbs up for this video, subscribe to my channel please, and don't forget to ring the notifications bell. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!